Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss about family Solanaceae. In that we are going to study one of the example of family Solanaceae, that is Datura metal. In this topic we are going to discuss about classification of Datura metal, its vegetative characters, reproductive characters, floral formula and floral diagram. So let's start from the classification. So let's see the systematic position of the Datura metal. So see that it belongs to kingdom Plantae. Why it is included under the Plantae? Because they are chlorophyll bearing plants. Then next they belongs to division Angiospermae. So what are the characters of angiosperms, or what are the characters of that Datura metal? That's why it is included under the angiospermae. That is, the characters are the ovules are enclosed in ovary wall, while it is a fruit and flower bearing plant. Then it shows presence of double fertilization. That's why the Datura metal, it belongs to division Angiospermae. Then next, it belongs to class Dicotyledone. So what are the characters of Datura metal? That's why it is included under the class Dicotyledone, because here they show presence of two cotyledons. The root shows presence of taproot system and the leaf shows presence of reticulate venation. Then it belongs to subclass Astridae. So what are the characters of Astridae? So here the main characters of Astridae are the flowers are pentamerous, then mainly the carpels are two and they show presence of axile placentation. So here also the Datura metal, it shows presence of pentamerous flowers. The carpels, they are basically two, and the ovules show presence of axile placentation. That's why the Datura metal, it belongs to subclass Astridae. Then it belongs to order Solanales. So what are the characters of order Solanales? That is, presence of hypogynous flower and cymose type of inflorescence. So here the Datura metal, it shows the presence of hypogynous flowers and cymose type of inflorescence. That's why it is included under the order Solanales. Then next, it belongs to family Solanaceae, because if we observe the habit of that plant, so either they are herb or shrub members, and about the leaf phyllotaxy, the leaves are either alternately or oppositely arranged. That's why the Datura metal, it belongs to family Solanaceae. So this is the overall systematic position of the Datura metal. So once again we take a look on systematic position. So it belongs to kingdom Plantae, division Angiospermae, class Dicotyledone, subclass Astridae, order Solanales, family Solanaceae, and our example, that is, the genus is Datura and the species is metal. So see that whenever we are going to describe a particular plant, we must know about their morphological characters. So what are the morphological characters? So those characters in the plant which we are going to observe easily by the naked eyes, they are called as morphological characters. So these morphological characters, they are going to divide into two types, that is the vegetative characters and reproductive characters. So under the vegetative characters, what are the subpoints? What are the sub characters? So see that under the vegetative characters, we have to study the habit of the plant, Then the type of root system, the type of stem, and the leaves. So these four characters, they are known as the vegetative characters. Remember one, that is the habit, root, stem, and leaf. They are included under the vegetative characters. Now next we see what are the reproductive characters. So see that under the reproductive characters, the first character which is to be included, that is inflorescence. What type of inflorescence is present in that particular plant? Then next, the types of flower, or what are the characters of flower? Then included calyx, corolla, androecium, gynoecium, and the type of fruits. So all that characters together, they are known as reproductive characters. And whenever we are going to complete, or whenever we are going to describe all the vegetative and reproductive characters, then we are able to make the floral formula and floral diagram. So let's see in detail first about the vegetative characters of Datura metal. So under the vegetative character, first comes, that is habit of the plant. So see that Datura metal, it is one of the common plant, okay, which can grow along the roadsides. So see that if we observe the habit of them, so the plants are annual, okay, and if you observe them, so basically they are erect in nature, and uh, among the habits of plant, that is herb, shrub, tree, climbers, or lianas, so among them the Datura metal, it is an herb, okay. So the habit of Datura metal is herb, okay, while it is one of the annual plant and it grows erectly, okay. Then the next character which comes under the vegetative character, that is the root, okay. So see that the family Solanaceae, it is one of the dicot family. And what is the character of dicot? About the root, the root shows presence of taproot system, okay. So here also, as family Solanaceae, it is one of the dicot family. That's why the type of root system which is observed here is taproot system, okay. So see that this is the main root, and that main root, it get further bifurcated into lateral branches, and that lateral branches, it will give rise to root hairs. So here the taproot system which is observed in the family Solanaceae, it is branched one. It shows presence of high branching. Whenever the roots are dried, they have the medicinal properties. The roots of Solanaceae member, they have the medicinal property. It is used as an herbal medicine. Then the next character which comes under the vegetative character, that is stem. So see that this is the stem which is belonging to the family Solanaceae. So if you observe this one, so this is erect, okay. Observe here, this is the habit of the family Solanaceae. So see that this is the stem which can grow straight, okay. So it is erect, cylindrical, okay. In some of the members it is herbaceous one, okay, while it is hollow in nature, okay. In some of the cases, or in some of the species of Datura, it is green in nature, while in the Datura metal it is reddish in color, okay. While if you observe here, it shows the presence of small white hairs, okay. So the stem is hairy, okay. It is covered, or the stem is covered with white hairs, okay. So what are the characters of stem which is belonging to Datura metal? The stem is erect, cylindrical, herbaceous, hollow, green. It is branched one. The stem show presence of branching. That's why it is branched one. and the stem is covered by small white hairs. So these are the characters of stem which is belonging to Dhatura metal. Then next we see the last character which comes under the vegetative character, that is the leaf. So see that the leaves which are present in the Dhatura metal, if you observe the leaves, see that the leaves are exstipulate. They does not show presence of stipule. That's why the leaves are exstipulate. See here, this is the leaf and that leaf show presence of stalk. So the leaves are petiolate. If you observe them, the leaves are simple one. They are not compound. Okay. So see here the leaf type, it is simple type of leaves they are observed in Dhatura metal. Then if you observe the phyllotaxy of the leaves, so the leaves are alternately arranged. Okay. The leaves show presence of alternate phyllotaxy. Then if you observe here the margins of the leaves, so see that here the margins are not seriate one. Okay, so here the margins are entire. Okay, while in some cases it is, if you observe here the margins, so it is deeply lobed one. So this is called as an deeply lobed margins, and here the margins are entire one. Okay, while in some of the species the leaves also shows the presence of small whitish hair. Okay, so the leaves are hairy and in some cases it is glabrous one in some of the species of the Dhatura. Then if you observe the base of the leaf, observe here also, so the base is broad, and if you observe here the apex, so apex is acute and they show presence of reticulate venation. So these are the characters of leaf which is present in Dhatura metal. So once again we take a look on characters of the leaves. So the leaves are exstipulate one, they are petiolate, they are simple one, they show presence of alternate phyllotaxy. The leaf margins, they are either entire or deeply lobed one. Then the leaves are either hairy or glabrous. Then the leaf base, it is broad while the apex is acute and they show presence of reticulate venation. So this is overall about the vegetative characters. Now next we see the next part of the morphological characters, that is the reproductive characters. So see that under the reproductive characters, the first character comes, that is inflorescence. So the type of inflorescence which is observed in the Dhatura metal is either solitary or axillary cymose. What is solitary? Solitary means in some of the species the single flower is grown terminally or in the leaf axils. Okay, so that type of inflorescence it is called as an solitary. While if you observe here, see that this is the older bud or this is the old flower and these are the young flowers. So see that in some of the Dhatura species the type of inflorescence is axillary cymose type of inflorescence, in which the older flowers they are present at the apex and the young flowers they are present at the base. Okay, so that's why the type of inflorescence is axillary cymose type of inflorescence. And then why it is called as an axillary? Because this inflorescence, if you observe here you are going to visualize clearly, this inflorescence it grows in between the leaf axils. Okay, that's why it is called as an axillary type of inflorescence. So see that the next character which comes under the reproductive character, that is the flower. So see that this is the flower of Dhatura metal, and if you observe it the flowers are bracteate. The flower shows the presence of bract. Then the flowers shows the presence of stalk. That's why it is called as an pedicellate one. As the flower shows presence of calyx, corolla, androecium, gynoecium, that's why the flower is complete one. As the flower shows presence of both the sex organs, that is androecium and gynoecium, that's why the flower is bisexual. Then the flowers are actinomorphic. Actinomorphic means whenever you are going to cut the flower in any plane, if you cut the flower in any plane, it will give two equal parts. This flower is known as actinomorphic flower. So the flowers which are observed in Datura metal, they are actinomorphic. Then the flower is pentamerous. Pentamerous means whatever the calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium, they are present in the multiple of 5. Okay, that's why it is called as an pentamerous flower. Then the flowers are hypogynous. What is hypogynous? Whenever the calyx, corolla, androecium, they are originating from the base of ovary, so that type of flower is known as hypogynous flower. And if you observe the flower, so the flowers which are present in Dhatura metal, they are either white or green white in color. Okay, so this is about the flower. Then next, see that whenever you are going to dissect that flower, see this is the flower which is belonging to Dhatura metal. Whenever you are going to take the LS of that flower, see that one, this is the thalamus. Here the corolla, it can forms a corolla tube. If you observe here the androecium, so this androecium, they are attaching, they are attaches with the petals. So here the anthers are epipetalous one. See that this is the gynoecium, this is the stigma, this one is the style, and this is the ovary of the Dhatura metal. Then this is the androecium, this is the filament. So it shows the presence of base fixed anther. So anther is basically elliptic in nature here. See that these are the seeds, this is the fruit. And in last we are going to study the floral diagram. Just here you take a look on, whenever you are going to take the LS of flower, it looks like that. These are the petals, this is the calyx tube, these are the androeciums which are attaching along with the petals, uh, and this one is the androecium, this one is the androecium, and this is gynoecium. This is the fruit of the Dhatura metal. So next we take a look on the next reproductive character, that is calyx. So see that this is the calyx which is completely green in color. If you observe here the calyx, they are in number 5. This is 1, 2, 3, and at the back side 2 calyx. So here the calyx, they are in number 5. Okay, while if you observe here this calyx, they can form a calyx tube. Okay, they can form a calyx tube, that's why they are fused one. We called it as an gamosepalous. And if you observe here the aestivation, so here the sepals are in front of each other, that's why it shows presence of valvate aestivation. Okay, so this is about the calyx which is observed in Dhatura metal. So see that next we study the corolla. So see that this is the corolla, or you can say the petals which are present in the Dhatura metal. See this one. So see that here the petals, they are again once again 5 in number. Then if you observe here the corolla, it is funnel shaped. Okay, whatever the after fusion, whatever the shape is produced by the flower, that shape it is called as an funnel shaped. Okay, then they are fused, they can form a corolla tube, as like calyx. Here also the calyx can form a calyx tube, here also the petals, they can form a corolla tube. Okay, then if we observe the aestivation, so see that it shows presence of twisted aestivation. So one petal is outside, one is inside, one is outside, one is inside. So the type of aestivation which is present here is twisted estivation. Okay, so this is about the corolla. They are in number 5. Okay, then as it can forms a tube, they are fused, that's why we called it as an gamopetalous, while it shows the presence of twisted estivation, and it looks, or the corolla is funnel shaped here. So this is one of the important characteristic feature of this one. Okay, remember this one. The corolla is funnel shaped. This is one of the important characteristic feature of family Solanaceae. Then next we see the androecium. So see here, whenever we are going to take the LS of flower, so see that here is the ovary, this one is the gynoecium, these are the androeciums which are attached to that petal. See here, so the stamens are 5, they are free in number, then they are epipetalous. Epipetalous means they are based on the petals. Okay, then if we observe here, the filament is attached to the base of that anther, that's why the anthers are basifix, they are diathecous and entrose. Okay, so these are the characters of androecium. Now next we see gynoecium. So see that mostly the gynoecium is bicarpillary, it is syncarpous as it is fused one. Then the ovary is superior, as our flower is hypogynous one, that's why the ovary it is superior. Then ovary, there in some of the species there is variation in number of ovary. So the ovary, it is either bilocular, trilocular or tetralocular. It shows the presence of exile placentation. Whatever the type of placentation is present here, so it shows the presence of exile placentation. So this is the gynoecium, this is particularly the ovary. Whenever you are going to take the TS of this one, you are going to observe the structure like that. See that the next reproductive character, that is the fruit. Okay, so the type of fruits which are observed under the family, or the types of fruits which are present in the Datura metal, they are called as an spinosant capsule. Means actually the type of fruit is capsule type, but here in this family the fruit shows presence of large spines. Okay, so here the type of fruit is spinosant capsule. So here uh, these are the morphological characters, that is the vegetative characters. Under that we have studied the habit, root, stem and leaves. Under the reproductive characters we have studied type of inflorescence, flower, calyx, corolla, androecium, gynoecium and the type of fruit. So by observing all that characters, we have to write the floral formula. So see that first one, the seeds which are observed under this family. So see that whenever the fruit get matures, it get burst, or the fruit type, that is capsule. The capsule it get burst, and here the seeds comes outside. So these are the seeds. Basically it shows the presence of kidney shaped seeds. So see that this one is the floral formula of Datura metal. So by observing all the vegetative and reproductive characters, we have to write down the floral formula. So see that whenever we are going to observe the flower shows presence of bract. So under the floral formula, we have to write first BR. It indicates bracteate nature of flower. Then next one, our flower is actinomorphic one. So this sign, it indicates the actinomorphic nature of the flower. Then this one, see that here as the flower shows both the types of sex organs, so this sign it indicates the bisexual nature of flower. Then this K indicates the number of calyx. So he see here the calyx, they are present in number 5, and as they are fused one, that's why we put that 5 into the bracket to indicate the fused nature of calyx. Then next one, corolla. C indicates corolla. The corolla, they are also in number 5, And the corolla, or you can say the petals, they are also fused one. That's why this 5 comes in bracket, which can indicate the gamopetalous nature. Then see here the androecium, they are also present in number 5. Okay, while this androecium, they are based on the petals. So this arrow, it can indicates that the anthers, they are based on the petals. Okay, so this indicates the epipetalous nature of androecium. Okay, then next comes gynoecium. Gynoecium is bicarpellary and the carpels are syncarpous, means they are fused one. That's why these two also comes in the bracket. Okay, while our ovary is superior one. Okay, so there is underline below the G, which can indicate superior nature of ovary, and the type of placentation which is observed here is axile placentation. So this is the floral formula for Datura metal. So next we see the floral diagram. So see that this is the floral diagram. So as our flower, it is bracteate one. So this is the bract. So after the bract, next comes the calyx. So as the calyx shows presence of velvet aestivation, means here uh, ends of that calyx, they are in front of each other. It shows presence of velvet aestivation, and as they are fused one, so this is the sign which can make them fused. Then next, inside the calyx, this one is the corolla, which shows presence of twisted aestivation, in which one petal is inside, one is outside, one is inside, one is outside. This is the twisted nature. Then next comes androecium. They are in number 5, but they are based on the petals. That's why see here how the androeciums are drawn. So this can indicate that there are 5 number of androeciums which are based on the petals. So whenever you are going to take the TS of ovary, you are going to observe that it shows presence of 2 locules. So it shows presence of bilocular ovary, and this one is the axis. So this is the floral diagram of Datura metal. Thank you. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.